What's up, guys? Welcome to another funnel breakdown video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down Myron Golden's 10 million per year funnel. This is the exact process that he uses to attract leads, nurture them, and then convert them into his low ticket, mid ticket, and high ticket offers. So first thing we're going to do is start with his social media platforms. For social media, he prioritizes three main platforms. He also uses LinkedIn and TikTok. However, for this video, I've focused on three. YouTube is his priority focus. He posts regularly on there. He posts every Monday and Thursday, and also does regular lives where he will be explaining principles. So Myron Golden's positioning is basically a business coach slash biblical teacher. So he uses a lot of biblical principles and applies them to business, sales, and marketing. That way, he's able to have a unique positioning compared to any other guru that just basically gives people tactics. So for YouTube, he covers these topics, and there are more, but these are the main topics that he covers, which is business, mindset and motivation, biblical and metaphorical teachings. These are important because when you apply metaphorical teachings and biblical teachings to business, sales, and marketing, they stick in people's heads for longer. Instead of just telling people that what they put in is what they'll get out. For instance, here you'll see the laws of the farm, and this is basically showing people that whatever they sow is what they're going to reap. And this has a much bigger impact and increases your position as a market leader or as an expert in people's head. And then the next three topics that he speaks about mainly marketing, wealth and money teaching. So he goes in depth in speaking into people's false beliefs about money and helping them to overcome those. These can fall under mindset and motivation, but I definitely think there's a big difference between teaching people how to beat procrastination compared to how to thinking about money in a different way. And then the last thing that he speaks about is sales. So for modality wise, I just wanted to show you exactly how he uses different types of videos on his YouTube. So you'll see that he has long form sermon style teachings, which, like I said before, the biblical principles and business, then mindset, identity, programming lessons, sales tactics, business strategy, live training replays. This will be from his Make More Offers challenge clips and full sessions also that he's posted long form, and then also motivational speeches, high energy action driven videos, shorter clips, and then interview and podcast style videos. For instance, the 7-Figure Selling Secrets is a podcast with other creators and business owners that are good at sales. And then event stage recordings, story-based teachings, Q&A segments, testimonial. He also does a lot of podcasts with other people and also hops on other platforms and does day in the life types of vlogs with other creators and business owners. So the main reason why Myron Golden has been able to grow so much is because his content strategy capitalizes on the 7-11-4 formula. And this basically says that people need to watch 7 hours of content on 11 different touch points and also on 4 different platforms. This increases the level of trust an audience has with you. When you have long form content, it helps people to shift their beliefs. It helps them to see you as the expert, and also you're able to create transformations more than people that only rely on short form content. So the next platform we want to look at is his Instagram. Instagram, and also we're putting conjunction Facebook. Later on, we'll split them apart a bit. But his Instagram and Facebook are mainly clips from his long form content on YouTube. These will just be snippets and the highlight reel, for lack of a better word, of the 40-minute, 50-minute videos that he's posted on his YouTube. This allows him to be able to reach out to tons of people on these platforms. You'll see that he's not aiming for a high amount of views. However, if he's able to put out a lot of volume, that increases the amount of people that will see his clips and then end up funneling them to his YouTube, where he's able to create a deeper bond with them and increase the trust they have in whatever he's going to offer them behind the scenes. So for Instagram, it's mainly short form motivational business wisdom posts, walk, faith and wealth integration content, and also personal stories. For example, how he started his business. We can look at these kind of videos as bait, which helps to hook people in and get them to be interested in what he offers. These reels are mainly repurposed, as I said before, mindset content, and it just makes quick shifts for people. That way they're going to follow him and end up chilling on his YouTube. Then for Facebook content, He uses longer form written posts. These will be in the topics of business mindset, faith-based entrepreneurship, and then identity. He uses inspirational graphics as well, which should just be quotes that are common sayings in the business space, and then personal origin story content, reflections on his calling, his journey and his purpose, his business and mindset teachings of faith, identity, and biblical principles. And then he also uses a lot of promotional and value content, promoting his books, events, programs through his Facebook posts. The two main reasons why his content has done so well is because of two things. Number one is his positioning in the marketplace, and then the second is his content principles. Now, before we go into his content principles, we want to understand his positioning, because positioning is the most important thing you want to do when you have an offer or you have an online business. Positioning, it takes you away from the crowd. It helps you to draw a specific person, helps you to stand out from the rest of the crowd, and also gives you angles that you want to work with. Where other business coaches could work and have the angle of a manifestation coach, other business coaches are more mindset focused. He has opted to become a more faith-based wealth strategist who teaches people how to build biblical prosperity through business. This, in effect, grabs a lot of Christian entrepreneurs and also high achievers seeking both income and integrity. He blends theology, business mastery, and grounding success in divine principles. His core message is to create wealth through value, leverage, and God's laws, not hustle. So you see a lot of content of his speaks about God's laws. Then he focuses on high ticket offers and value-based pricing frameworks. His signature philosophy is that wealth creation is predictable when principles are followed. His authority is built off of his doctorates in theology and also the decades of experience that he's built being a sales professional. He's seen as a spiritual mentor rather than a guru, teaching wisdoms over just tactics. Again, positioning, like we said before, he uses timeless language of laws, principles, and multiplication through rather than trends. This, again, when you speak to people and you tell them about sowing seeds instead of, oh, you need to increase the amount of outreach you're doing, it has a bit different effect, and people are more likely to listen to you and follow exactly what you're telling them to do. Then he emphasizes transformation over tactics, turning spiritual insight into business systems. He positions himself at the intersection of faith, finance, and personal mastery. His tone is confident, grounded, spiritual, and deeply conviction driven. Then we're going to look at these content principles, and these are very important because this is what has helped him to grow and stand out from the rest of the crowd. So this will move through phases, and you'll be able to see exactly what a lead will go through when they hop and see him on Instagram or Facebook, and then they hop into his long form content and exactly how he's nurturing them, and he's able to get them to end up buying whatever he has offered on the back end. So for the first phase, it's the pre-indoctrination. Rather than pitching immediately, he pre-indoctrinates his audience. He helps them to understand the transformation they want, their desired result, not just the product. This builds educated prospects who already understand his philosophy and are primed for his offers. Then the second thing he does that you want to do as well is long-term relationship building. He believes in planting seeds and in his law of the farm, that video we saw earlier, and then consistently producing value over time, trusting that relationships and conversions will grow. Again, this goes into the 7-11-4 framework, 7 hours of content, 11 touch points on 4 different platforms. Then following that, he uses multi-platform repurposing. This is something you want to do when you have long form content because it allows you to be able to be in different places with the same type of content. It's lower energy and it just helps you to have a content flywheel going. So he uses pillar style content like long form video or live trainings. Then he repurposes it across platforms. This helps him to maximize his reach and also makes him findable, because if you bump into him on YouTube, the next thing he's on your TikTok, and then the next thing he's in your Instagram explore page. It just builds that trust, and you can see that he's someone that's everywhere. He's trustable, he's consistent. The next thing he does is storytelling. He does in a very great way, especially the fact that he ties in biblical principles and other timeless philosophies and principles. This just helps to cement that storytelling feel. He believes that your story creates a connection, and thus he always speaks about his stories. He then ties his offers to transformation, not just buy this or this is how your life and business will change. Moving forward, you'll see that he publishes free weekly trainings on his website and his YouTube, as we showed, to consistently feed his audience with high value content. This helps him to stay top of mind. As we go into the next point, you will see that the more value you give people, this basically gives them the need and the feeling that they need to pay you back somehow, which ends up having people hopping into your master classes, your low ticket, mid ticket, and even high ticket offers. So he teaches and educates and serves through his free content so that his audience is able to build trust and a relationship before any offer is made. He calls this community service, as we said, and giving so much for free that people feel helped whether or not they ever buy. So the next thing we're going to look at is his offers. We'll start with his low ticket book funnel and then move over into his high ticket VIP day offers, which are going for 6 and 7 figures. So the first book that he has is a book basically helping people to get out of 9 to 5 lifestyle and move into building and owning their own business. The main target audience here, I would assume, is employees. And what he's going to do is give him the secrets that turn them from making $6 an hour to building a multi-million-dollar business. The next section of this landing page you'll see has a before and after bridge. This is a copywriting principle where you're going to paint the picture of where they are into, and then you give them the picture of where they want to be. And then the bridge between that is going to be the offer that you're going to give them. He's going to show them how to shift their mindset and teach them how to fish instead of being given a fish, which is basically the difference between having a 9 to 5 and having a business of yours. And then he's also going to show them how to become a different person. The next section you'll see, he just shows them the value of the benefits of reading this book. So for instance, discover the difference between being rich and poor, why not all businesses are created equal, knowing what business you're really in, and how to get started on the road to riches. The next section is just a quick testimonial section. These are all just text testimonial because this type of audience hasn't been in the market of the business niche for a long time, so they're not as skeptical as other more mature audiences in the business niche. Then lastly, we'll just look at the heading at the bottom. He shows them exactly how much value they're going to get. For instance, here it says Myron received 25,000 per hour for his coaching. So if you're only paying $19, how much value are you actually getting for such a low price? This is actually a steal that they're making from him. This gives the community service effect that we spoke about earlier in his principles, and also it just says, hey, I'm doing you the favor. And this is just a great way to get people to buy whatever you're offering them at the end of a sales page. Then the next book that he has is the business offer. This is mainly for small and medium-sized business offers. He's going to be speaking to them about how to optimize their business so they can have exponential growth. The headline here that's used is away from the pain. It speaks to the pain point and to people in this situation and how they feel. The enemy here will be stagnation because people always want to grow and always feel like wherever they are, there's always more that they can be doing. In the next section, we'll skip over and see he has what he does well in all his copywriting, his Facebook, his Instagram, his YouTube, is packaging things in a way that business principles and fundamentals, he packages them in a way that they feel like secrets or hidden wisdom. And what this does, it increases likelihood of people going and buying it. It feels like new information for the reader, especially when you use words like principles. This just increases the amount of people that are going to opt in because it feels like something new or something that's unheard of in the industry or something they cannot find anywhere else. Then the next thing you'll see is benefit bullets. Basic benefit bullets eliminate the guesswork so you can level up, transform your business and your life, and then develop the one skill that you need to scale fast. Then now you'll see on this page for testimonials, he's used pictures and screenshots from Facebook's with the person's name, where it is. If it's a group, he'll show that as well. There's a picture of Russell Brunson. So now, because he's speaking to a more sophisticated audience, these people have been in the business space, number one, because it's established. This offer is for business owners and it's helping them to optimize. This means they're more skeptical, especially when gurus offer them something because they've been burnt before. There's probably no business owner that can make it to $100,000 per month without having bought a course that they felt like wasn't worth the buck or when they felt like they were scammed by some offer. So you want to make sure that the testimonials build trust and show actual proof with actual names that can be searched up and can be seen. This just decreases the friction and makes people trust you even more. Then we'll see at the headline here something that stuck out to me. So this headline says, for the first time ever, learn the highly guarded secrets of success, previously only taught by Myron to his high ticket business and private coaching clients. So now this is a headline that he's directly swiped. He hasn't copied, but he swiped it from copy legend Gary Halbert. I remember writing this when I was studying copy in the beginning. So it basically covers how this is first time ever, shows that it's new, highly guarded, shows that it's rare, it's something that's of real value. Secrets taught by Myron to his high ticket mastermind. It shows that what you're getting is stuff that people have paid a ton of money for, and you're only getting it for the price of $29.95. It's the same principle that he's done for the other sales page, where he's showing that they're getting so much value for such a little price. And it basically gives that community service feel where people feel like you're doing them a massive service, you're actually doing them a big favor instead of taking their money. Then the next funnel we're going to look at is his 5-day challenge funnel. This is where he drives a lot of his traffic to, because his 5-day challenge is the best way for you to offer a ton of value in a short amount of time that leaves people wanting more from you. So whether that's to work one-on-one with you or to end up signing up for your higher ticket or mid-ticket programs. So we'll see that he uses, don't make the one mistake that will keep your business from growing. This is a fear or pain based headline, and fear drives action when it's done in a correct way. Instead of paralyzing, it actually makes people want to do more or want to take the next step, take the risk. Then straight after that, he offers them a huge promise, which is to be able to discover what can help them to over 1,000% their revenue in just 4 moves. 4 moves makes it feel low friction, low cost, and easy to do. Then the how will be the challenge. So that he has a form over here. You want to get people's names and email addresses so that way you're able to send email marketing to them, especially when they're signing up for a challenge, because you want to make sure that people are showing up, people have you top of mind, and also can get the details to book and schedule your masterclass in their calendar. And if they aren't able to join masterclass day for whatever reason, they're able to get access to replays and stuff like that. So if 100 people sign up to something like this, you want to make sure that they're all nurtured throughout the time between the time they've signed up and the day they actually show up to the masterclass. This will increase the show up rates and the amount of people that end up following through and getting the transformation they needed from what you offered. So this is straight after someone puts their details in, they hop onto this landing page. What he's done here for this masterclass is he made it a paid masterclass. So you want to have a sales page attached to that. It has a VIP seating and then general access pass. Both are paid, so you want to sell the prospect on the page. So basically it's a normal sales page. You'll see there's testimonials, a VSL over here. He adds benefits and also shows add-ons, so they'll be able to join a community. They'll get these different kind of offers on each day, and then also the features of the challenge. Then he has a more in-depth section where he's showing the full features and all the benefits and breaking down what each day will be covering and how it will help the prospect to create the transformation they want. Then further down, we'll see more strong testimonials like this fully written out one with names, video testimonials as well, because now they're paying much more than the $19 that they were paying earlier. So this is priced with 2 options. It has a 97 and a 297. One is general admission and the other is a VIP experience, which will obviously have group access. It'll also have VIP and also any other add-ons that make it feel worth the buck. Then you want to have FAQ sections. FAQ sections are a great way for you to handle common objections that always come up whenever you make an offer. So if people always ask you, what happens if I can't join? Or after this, what's the next thing? Or who is this class for? Who is it not for? Those are the questions you want to answer in your FAQ questions. This lowers the friction and increases the amount of people that join because they have more clarity. And if they had any fears, you're able to handle them for them. Then the final thing we'll look at is his higher ticket offers. So he has 2. It's the VIP day and the stage selling secrets mastermind. And these will be his 5, 6, and 7 figure offers. VIP day, I'm sure you can reach 7 figures. because he's giving them one-on-one attention and helping them to grow their business. So this is the landing page on his website where he gives access to all of this, just showing all the credibility that he needs, the people he's worked with, a quick VSL with other massive coaches in the industry that he's helped to create massive transformation in their business and their wealth. So we're going to look at the sales page for the VIP day offer. So VIP offer is for a specific person. It's very niche to people that already have businesses that want to scale them to make $5 million and to create $10 million days. For instance, here you'll see that he's showing that this VIP day is one-on-one access, so you're able to make $3 million or even more. He showed in this type of offer, it's for a specific person. So then for this section, you'll see he's just showing exactly why this is different from any other VIP day people have offered in the past. So for instance, how is this different? It's about leveraging strategies and not just timeless principles, not just tactics. And then he shows exactly how they can see that there's proof. Now, the next thing he does is, instead of giving them a button to opt in, he gives them an application form. An application form is a great way for you to weed out who's able to work with you and who's going to be worth your time. So basically, instead of him selling the whole offer, the person is selling themselves to him. So you're going to show them exactly, he's going to ask them about their business, how much leads they have, how much income they have, the platforms that they're promoting on, so he can study and see if this person would be able to join and afford his offer. So this will be very high ticket, going into 6 and 7 figure for 8 hours of one-on-one with him. He's going to show them exactly how they can grow their business, give them access to courses and other tactics, and also inner circle mastermind and various other premium offers that he's created over the years. So that's basically a quick run through of all his offers, his social media, and exactly what he's done to be able to build this massive empire. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to build a funnel out and increase the amount of lead flow you have in your business, if you'd like to triple the amount of conversions you see, and also increase your profits and revenue by an extra $50,000 to $200,000 in the next 3 months, you can hit the link below in my Calendly and book a free audit call where I'll see exactly if you're a good fit for us to work with you and help you to scale your offers by having the right strategies in place and also building out a bulletproof funnel that can help you to get more leads and also convert them. Thank you for watching the video.